Abertillery, with a small population of just over 12,000 people, opened its first coal mine in 1833 at Turnicliffe Farm, Cwmtillery. It increased the population of the town by 10,000 in 1891 and 21,000 just 10 years later. One of the coal mines produced 32 million tonnes of coal in its lifetime, and at its height had supplied jobs for 2,600 men.
Yeah, well, for the few hundred that worked underground, you had a lot more on service. They had to look after the coal when it come up. Because somebody had to put it in a train, somebody had to make sure it went in tidy, somebody had to drive the trains to Newport so they could put it on ships. There was a lot of people involved afterwards, isn't there?
On June 28th at around 10:45 am, an explosion took place, caused by an ignition of fire damp. Coal dust had ignited, and the explosion spread throughout the district, killing 45 of the men that had been working there. This tragedy could have been far worse had it not been for maintenance work that had been carried out on the O Point 10 face, where otherwise around 125 men would have been working.
They do say that they were firing around in them days. See, to have the building, which is bigger than this when they call the depot, you go in, and to blow the rocks off the top, they dig the line of coal out underneath, but they'd blow the rocks from the top, and there was an explosion, and it went on with all the gases, and all the men went to sleep. I knew the biggest part of them. Sid Moore lived next door but one to me in High Street. Dennis Lane I was in school with. Idris Mapp was my uncle from Warm Turn. They weren't blown about, they'd just gone to sleep with the gas. It's bloody awful when you know people is dead and you're a bit frightened. You know they're dead, but it's still frightening.
Lethal concentrations of carbon monoxide gas were present. The deaths occurred within minutes. An inquiry into the disaster took place in court at the Newport Civic Centre between the 19th and 28th of September 1960. The mines inspectors suggested that the disaster was a result of a stone falling onto steel and creating a spark, which in turn caused an explosion. In 2010, 50 years after the disaster, a 65-foot statue named the Guardian was constructed to memorialise the miners that had tragically lost their lives.